What's up everybody, we are back with another exotic weapons and catalyst video, and this one is on the Monarque Exotic Combat Bow, which is a void energy weapon. So let's get into the weapon's perks. The first perk is Natural String. It is a simple balanced string that slightly increases accuracy, handling speed, and stability. The next perk is Compact Arrow Shaft. It has thinner arrows to increase knocking speed and weapon handling, so it increases handling speed and reload speed. The origin trait is Snapshot Sights. It has faster time to aim down sights and stability is increased. And the final perk is a kill tracker for PvE and PvP. The intrinsic trait is Poison Arrows. Arrows fired quickly after a full draw become poison arrows. Precision hits with poison arrows stun the combatant and spread poison to nearby ones. This is also strong against overload champions, and what that means is that it will always stun overload champions regardless of seasonal mods. As for the exotic catalyst, rapidly defeating targets triggers health regeneration. Guardians and powerful combatants count as more than one kill. Additionally, the catalyst increases the reload speed by 18 and stability by 27. So a brief history of Le Monarque in Destiny 2. Le Monarque was added to the game in Season 5, Season of the Forge, which began in December 2018, which was the second season of Forsaken or Year 2 of the game. The seasonal activity during Season of the Forge were the Lost Forges, where you did the activity to forge black armor gear. Le Monarque was originally a random drop from forging a radiant gold frame at either the Volunteer Forge in the European Dead Zone or at either the Izanami or Gofanon forges on Nessus, and you had 2 chances per character each week to obtain it. With the release of Shadowkeep in October 2019, which began Year 3, Le Monarque was instead acquired from completing an exotic quest called Butterfly's Grace, which required defeating Fallen with bows and forging 10 radiant gold frames. As a result of the content vaulting that happened with the Beyond Light expansion, which released in November 2020 and began Year 4, the Lost Forges were removed from the game, so Le Monarque got a new source to obtain it. As for Le Monarque's exotic catalyst, it was added to the game in Season 16, Season of the Risen, which was the season that released alongside the Witch Queen expansion in February 2022, beginning Year 5. And to note, in December 2021, Forsaken's campaign was made free to play while its in-game content, so the raid and dungeon and exotic arsenal, were repackaged as the Forsaken pack, as when the Witch Queen expansion released, half of the Forsaken expansion's content was removed, so what's left of it is the Forsaken pack. This relates to Le Monarque because the Forsaken pack is required to obtain it. With the Forsaken pack owned, to obtain Le Monarque in Destiny 2 today, you'll load into the tower and go to the Monument to Lost Lights, which is the exotic archive, and you'll go under the Forsaken Exotics, which was Year 2 of the game, and you'll find Le Monarque right here. It will cost you 1 exotic cipher and 125,000 glimmer. Conversely, if you have a Forsaken cipher, you can just use one of those to purchase the weapon. To obtain Le Monarque's exotic catalyst, it is a random drop from the core playlist activities, so the Vanguard Operations, Crucible, and Gambit. Additionally, as of the final shape, which released in June 2024 and began Year 7, the Weekend Zur, who now only appears in the Bazaar of the Tower, also sells 2 random exotic catalysts on his main page under multivarious strange offers, and these cost 71 strange coins each, which are obtained from the core playlist activities. So this is another possible source to obtain Le Monarque's exotic catalyst. But note that the catalysts that Zur sells are those that drop randomly from activities and not the ones that are only obtained through exotic quests or exotic missions. Once you obtain the catalyst, to upgrade it, it requires 700 kills with Le Monarque. So to recap the video, to obtain the Le Monarque Exotic Combat Bow, it is purchased from the Exotic Archive in the tower and it is found under the Forsaken Exotics, but it requires ownership of the Forsaken pack to acquire it. To obtain its exotic catalyst, it is a random drop from the core playlist activities, so the Vanguard Operations, Crucible, or Gambit, and the Weekend Zur can also randomly sell it, and then to upgrade the catalyst, it requires 700 kills with Le Monarque. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below. Also make sure to subscribe because I have other videos like this available, and I'll see you in one of my other ones.